Hello out there. Yeah, just gonna give you guys an update on this. Have the 2021 GMC 2500 HD, came with the rubberized steering wheel on it, and it had started to get smooth where my hands were rubbing on here, and I only have about 18,000 miles. Been about a year with the truck. So I just wanted to upgrade to leather wrapped steering wheel. There's some videos out there about adapting, and it happens to be snowing right now, so this video is somewhat applicable. So on this truck, I wanted to update it to the leather steering wheel. So I bought one off of eBay and watched those videos about how to adapt it over. But when this wheel came, it also had the provision for being heated. So I looked into multiple different ways of getting the heated steering wheel to work on this truck. However, it's not very easy because the heating system in these steering wheels is communicating with the truck, so that control comes through the body control module or something on the truck. So I did a little bit of looking. There was a video I had watched about utilizing the switch in the steering wheel and using a different control module off of like a Escalade. I think somebody was doing it in a Chevy Colorado. So they were using the controller, little control module inside the steering wheel off of like an Escalade, early Escalade, and they used it to make it work. So I tried that. I tried wiring one up. I bought one off of eBay, put it in, and I couldn't get it to work. So basically what I have done to make the heated steering wheel work on this truck is I took and I've put the steering wheel back together, and I left this switch in here. It's just the blank one. But what I've done is I've just wired the two wires that come off of the steering wheel, and I just kind of wired them direct through the steering wheel, through a clock spring. I had to get a new clock spring that has the correct wiring pins on it and enough. This is the clock spring that I needed for my truck that has the provisions for that wiring. So I wired that through, so now I'm able to go through the steering column all the way out with the wires that I need. And I pulled a 12 volt off of this side, and the other side of the truck has a switched power, and I was able to pull power off of there, so it's keyed 12 volts, so it's shutting off. I then ran the control through this little guy. Found it on eBay. It's just, you run your control in, you got motor and power in and out, and then it's got just a little rheostat on it. So I'm able to control the heat output on the steering wheel, and right now it's warmed up really nice. And so I just took and I mounted it right here. So all the way off, all the way on high. I checked this with my multimeter and just verified that yes, the amp draw is basically 0 there, and then it progressively goes up as I turn it. So this does modulate the output of this for the heat, so it should directly correlate to how warm the steering wheel heat actually gets. So this was my way of making a heated steering wheel work in a 2021 GMC 2500 HD truck, and it works good. It heats up good. Everything should be good. So if you have questions, feel free to ask. But it's one of those where I just had to kind of do some figuring. Sorry, I didn't get videos and pictures of the project, but it does work fine, and I'm happy with the leather.